Now, moving further to our next topic, we have who are the different users of accounting information. Now, users of accounting information has been divided into two parts: internal user and external user. Now, what do you mean by internal and external? Suppose this is the organization ABC company. Now, who are the internal ones? Management, employees, the employees, and what are the other people? The owners. These three persons are within the organization. They work within the organization. That is why they will be called as internal users of the organization. Now, who are the external ones? Government. First of all, those person who does not work within the organization are called the external users of the users of the information. Who are they? Government, creditors, investors, stakeholders, government, creditors, investors, stakeholders, researchers, and general public at large. These are the actual user who are using the information being outside of the organization. These are the ones who are within the organization, thus they will be called as internal user. These are the one who are outside the organization and uses the information, that is why they are external user. Now we will deal with them in detail. Moving further, we have internal user. Now, internal user are management, owner, and employee. Now, owner, why he wants to use the information? He wants to know the financial status of the company. Where is his company presently in the market stands? What will be his profit in the upcoming period? Whether the money invested by him is safe or not. So, all these questions will be answered by the accounting information presented to him and will be used by owner in such a manner as they have invested capital in the organization. Further, we have employees. Now, what does employees do? Employees work for the organization and they want that their salaries are safe or not. What type of interest they have? They want the salaries to be safe or not. For this, they want whether the company is making any profit or not. So, they will need the accounting records information to see whether their monetary interest is safe or not. Further, we have management. Now, why does management use accounting information? Management use accounting information to make various managerial decisions. Means What type of decision? Where to invest the money of the organization? What type of product need to be launched? What type of expenses are to be controlled? So, different type of information is required by management to make certain decisions so that they can have better coverage for the mission and vision of the organization. So, these are the internal users of the use accounting information of the organization. Now, moving further, we have external users. Now, external user are the ones who does not work within the organization and still have interest in the accounting records of the organization. Who are they? We have creditors. Who are creditors? The ones who have lended the money to the organization. So they want whether their money is safe or not. So they want the accounting information to be presented to them. They want to know how is the liquidity position of the company. Means what is the solvency of the company? Means what is the capacity of the company to pay its debt? They are interested in the information pertaining to that. Next, we have investors. What does investors use from this information? Investors are the ones who invest fund in the organization. So, while making the investment of funds, they want to know what will be their future earnings from the organization so that their return on investment should be higher. So that is why they are interested in the accounting information. Moving further, we have customer. Now, who are the customers? Customers are the one who uses the product and services of the organization. Why they are interested in the information? They want to see the stability of the company. Means if the company is making profits and is stable within the market, so the trust of the customer will be more on the organization. For example, customers will have more faith on brands like Tata as compared to any local brand, since the stability and profitability of such concern is more than the local ones. That is why customers are in need of the information of accounting records. Next, we have tax authority. Now, tax authority means government authorities. Or why they need this information? They need this information to assess whether the tax paid by the organization is actually calculated in correct manner or not. Means by seeing the records of the transaction, the tax authority will be able to assess the expenses, revenues of the organization and will be able to judge the proper tax computation of the organization. Now, if there will be any difference between the actual payment and which is recoverable, they will issue the notice to the organization. In that case, the interest of government and tax authority can be saved when they will see the accounting records of the of the organization. Now we have second. In this also one point is also there. Most of the time what the government also makes subsidies, also provides subsidies to various organization to make development in certain areas. By having the records in their hands, they can make judgment that how much of the amount of subsidy can be given to the organization so that they become interested in certain areas to make development which could help the government in another way. So the next thing we have, the next users of the information are researchers. Why researchers? Researcher needs the information to analyze the trend of the particular industry. By seeing the information or regarding a organization, they can analyze the trend of a particular industry, means how the industry is working, what are, whether they can make their views accordingly. They can have the views which is used by different people and the decisions are made accordingly. For example, when data related to certain big companies, say Reliance, Tata, so these big companies, when the data related to them are analyzed by researcher, they make opinion regarding it, and such opinions are published in important books or journals, and information is used by different people in the whole world to have any opinion about the companies. Now next part, next user is the general public at large. Now general public at large, why they want to use the information, what will they be benefited with this information? General public makes opinion regarding any organization by seeing its certain criteria. What is the stability of the company? How long the company has been there in the market? Profitability of the company. Growth rate of the company. Now, lot of general public make use of information to have certain decisions in this. They make images of the company on the basis of information provided to them. Further, they also see whether social responsibilities toward the organization by the organization towards the society has been completed by the organization or not. Does the company make any control over pollution made by it or not. So public at large also want to know whether the company is socially responsible or not. So these are the users of the information that uses the information at different levels and analyze the information so that they can be benefited from it.